Yo, big dog, sorry. I totally forgot something I should have said at the end of that. So we'll call that part 1. And this will be part 2 or whatever. Alright, man. So, where were we? Alright, so we had your spine doing its best. Try to figure out what to do, right? And then we had your Terminator lumbar, or as I think more appropriately we would know it as your $6 million man part, first one. Badass motherfucker. Alright. And then we had all your soft tissue, muscles. Everybody's contributing. That's what your body does. Everybody gets your ass on the fucking line and figure this shit out, like right fucking now. Right? That's where we were. And then I said, hey, don't be scared. Bye. What a dick. Okay, dude. Here's the crux of all that stuff. Now that that's settled in a little bit, take a deep breath. Remember, you're the big dog, and you can handle information and knowledge. In fact, you fucking love it. We used to get high and watch fucking Cosmos all the time. It was the shit, right? Alright. So, here's the point of all that, dude. Besides just providing a different perspective of what your back potentially is versus what we always think of it as. Alright, so this is all just pretend. I've just made this up for illustration on the shitty iPhone 16 Plus camera. It's like 15 years behind anything. Okay. What we're gonna do, big dog, is we're not, I hope, gonna do this. And keep piling mass, muscle mass, new muscle mass on that frame. You only got part 1 of the $6 million man. You have 5,999,999 to go, motherfucker. Okay? You feel me? I was actually really happy to see in your pictures, those awesome pictures Noel took, that you've slimmed down a lot since I saw you last. I bet you're probably rocking 35 pounds less than when I saw you last. Just a guess, but alright, man, sorry. Fucking dust is in your face here all the time. Okay, where was I? Okay. So we're not going to add to this dog. In fact, we're going to start taking some of this away. Particularly around here, the abdomen. But your stomach's actually much fatter than I expected, so you're looking good there, dog. But my point is, we're going to leave these long fuckers right where they need to be. Because those motherfuckers are pulling primary duty. And so you have some, okay? They're easy to see on your picture. You got some muscles. I mean, obviously you exercised tremendously and developed well. So some of those dudes are going to stay, and that's cool at your age and at the stage your back is in. And there's nothing anybody can do about that surgically or medically. So that's, I mean, you can talk to them about the soft tissue in your back. They'll offer you trigger point injections, which is a small needle, only about that big, 1/4 inch maybe, I don't know. And you just go bonk everywhere they see swollen muscle. They go bonk. Oh, here's one. Bonk, 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 bonk. They'll do like 10 or 15 at a time. It fucking sucks. A. B. it is responsible for an additional injury in my back around my scapula, where the motherfucker planted one right where the muscle and cartilage bone, everything connects right in the fucking corner. And there's nothing that can be done about it. It is what it is now. There's a tear in there and it goes all the way through and it's fucking brutal. But I'm making it hurt just talking about it. Why the fuck did I start talking about that, dog? Oh yeah, trigger point injections. Fuck off. You know, you can try them, dude. I've been through enough rounds of them to know they don't do anything for me but injure me. And make my inflammation and swelling way fucking worse. But if they work for you, get them. Remember, my back, mine. Yours, yours. You are the only person who can judge what's good for Ed. Fucking remember that, dog. Alright, anyway. Look, I just blew your fucking neck off. So what we're gonna try to do, dude, is I'm gonna get rid of your $6 million man now. I'm gonna pretend this is your body. You always did have a big round butt though, so let's give you a big round booty. There you go. There's your big old wop booty. Give you some leggish things. Some fucking shit down there. Alright, that was... Alright, your butt in front is a little exaggerated. Fuck that off. Alright, dog. Let's say this is your pelvis. Legs, feet, all of the bones, they're in. This. Boing, oing, oing, oing. Is what I call your superstructure. It's your base. It's literally the foundation under the biggest base pillar in our structure. This is where all the power is. Big power. Okay? Superstructure. Alright, so let's pretend this is little you now. I'm gonna put you in one of my favorite. Yeah, like that. So it was, I think it was left hand curl, unless I'm mistaken. And it was that right arm outstretched, right palm up, I think. Fucking whole, all his biceps here. I mean, his fucking, the mass squished up here, and then this extended thing with just, wow. Do you remember that pose, dude? He fucking invented that pose. That was Arnold's pose. Nobody else fucking did that shit. That's Arnold. Alright, anyway, you're Arnold. Arnold. Okay, Doc, hang on, I need some water. Alright, man, so what we're gonna do, dog, like we talked about, we want to try to do for you. A, you have enough muscle mass on your entire frame based on the photos and all that me. Way more than enough. If you did 50 reps on an extra heavy band in PT and were bored and then did it on a machine and that felt better, you have enough muscle in that shoulder, the rear delts, traps, and your rhomboids in your back that you're using. You said you're doing it one-handed, right? That you're pulling with. You have way more than enough muscle on your frame everywhere that I can see to accomplish what you need to in life. So from now on, working out for you, getting your pump on, exercising is no longer for mass and big giant balls of muscle. No. You have tons of mass for a person with your spine and resulting soft tissue that is trying to adapt to everything, right? So instead, what we're going to do, we're going to keep doing what it looks like you're already doing, and that is keep slimming it down. I'm not telling you to get a fucking six-pack, or as we used to think of them, a washboard. I don't want to see huge, round, bulging muscles here, dog. You know what I want to see? I want to see really well-defined, flattish muscles over your abdomen. Flat, the length of the muscle from where it starts to where it ends, and the next one starts and the next one ends, but flat like this. Right? That's strength. Kelly Ripa, told you about her. That's fucking strength. Big balls of meat on your abdomen are doing this right now to your body when you stand up. Let's pretend. All right, let's see. This fucker's back is towards me and his front is towards that way. And this is his legs and shit. All right. The hell was I talking about this guy for? Oh, packing on big balls of muscle. Yeah, we don't. Oh, here's why we don't do that anymore. You already have more mass on your abdomen than you're ever going to need. That's not what we want. So don't develop more mass. No more heavy, low rep action. Forever. Lower weight, higher rep. But under slow control. And wherever possible, do negatives on the way down, motherfucker. You don't pull up and think, whoo, done. Go back down. I'm talking negatives. Stop here. 2 seconds. Go down an inch, 2. 2 seconds. Another couple inches. All the fucking way down, dude. You hear me? You have light weight when you do that. And I don't want you to do that a lot. It won't take a lot of those for your body to start to go, in this case on your arms, I'm going to start to unflex your left arm out of the traditional, kick-ass cobra shit. What we want, nice, firm upper arm structure there. Lean, but muscly like we talked about earlier. Strong muscles. Strong muscles. Long and strong. Remember that. Long is strong. Short and bally and fat is more meat on your body. Oh, this is where we were going, dog. All right, I'm going to quit the fucking diet, asshole. Okay. The more shit we pile in here, not just our muscles, but as we age, at our fucking age, this abdomen shit, size of these organs is that's always a challenge to deal with. So what's that doing to your spine? I'm going to take your arm off so that you have a more well-developed spine for now. So what's all this fucking shit everywhere doing to your spine if G-force is that way? And this is your back and that's your front. Well, number one is doing this. Here, I'll make it simple. Blue marker, belly. You got a certain percentage, 0 point something G, 1 G being force of gravity, pulling down towards the ground, right? Here, give him some fucking feet. So it looks like he's got feet or something. We have the technology to rebuild him. Yeah, motherfucker. Okay. So you got gravity doing this, dog? Fuck you. This is why everybody uses pencils, dick. Oh, I'll just use my other pencil. Okay. So you got gravity going towards the ground that way. You've also got gravity right there, pulling towards the ground that way. And that is because all this fucking shit is wrapped in your abdominal muscles, which are connected to your back and shoulder muscles. It's all connected, dog, right? Remember the shitty Google 2025 illustrations available today? Okay. Also, one more thing. Remember, these guys are actually these little guys. So when you have gravity pulling that way, and that way, and you have a material curvature going in the upper thoracic spine, you also now have gravity straight down. This pencil is better. You have the weight of your cranium. The average human head weighs 10 pounds, so in your case, what? 17-ish? Yeah? The biggest fucking cranium ever born on planet Earth. Has its own weather, doesn't it? Your fucking skull. Anyway, dog, this motherfucker's heavy. And it's extended out here over your neck, which is going to be doing this a lot to try to compensate for the curvature, right? So when you look at your side view picture, the way you stand naturally, your instinct as a big dog is to keep your head as erect as possible, using your neck muscles to do that. And with the amount of collapse you have up front and around the back, and it looks to me like around T9. We'll count it out when we do your picture read, and then we'll know, but anywhere T7 to, let's see, 9-ish. It's around T9, I think. Anyway, so now you've got your ginormous fucking skull. Just, I'm gonna put the air this way because it's like literally going, dude, holy fucking shit. How do I hold this fucking planet up? Right? So all these, all of this shit, despite all the angles we just talked about, and those aren't even all of them, dog, right? Now, as you walk, you can't help but this gargantuan Jupiter-like sphere also kind of does this as you walk too. It's not just as front and back, right? We're three-dimensional. So you're trying to balance this on top of a structure that's supposed to be back here for the purpose of illustration so you can see it. So instead, dude, what you're rocking is this stuff, and so you got whole other angles in gravity all the fucking time. And depending if you're walking, that means you have forward motion. All of you is in forward motion. Don't ever, please don't ever do this. I make the mistake once in a very great while, and I pay for it for at least 7 days of recovery. I cannot get up from this when I do this for like 7 days. So please don't do this anymore if you ever did. If you are in motion, dog forward motion now, all your whole structure, 80 pounds, 185 right now, I'd say. 186.5, 187. Let's call it 187. All right. If you're in motion, dude, please don't ever. So remember, this is your gaze. Your gaze is going forward, and this is your motion, right? Oh, wait. See, if you put it behind, see, this is why I'm not a fucking artist, dudes. I don't know how to show forward motion like, you know, like the line's coming off something like, whoo, like, whoosh, fucking wind, whoosh. He's zooming so fucking high, you knock your head off. All right, anyway. Okay. Where was I, dude? I'm getting lost in your little skull, dude. Oh, yeah, forward motion. Okay, so this is the direction of your gaze, travel direction. Gaze. Please don't ever, as you're moving, do this with your gaze to the side, or God forbid, over a left shoulder, particularly left shoulder for you. Fuck, don't do that. Or a right shoulder. Either, you know what I'm talking about? It's like that. This is like what, a quarter side view? Don't fucking twist like that while you're moving. Try not to do it while you're stationary, dog, ever. Twisting is super bad for all this in the condition it's in. And I've hurt myself worse doing that than pretty much anything else, except for one other thing that's really fucking stupid that I used to do. What the fuck was I? Where was I going with that, big dog? Oh yeah, I was talking about motion and all that crap. Anyway, the whole moral of the story is, dude, so the slimmer you are, but stronger, the less little, or big, in your case, muscle balls we have, the longer your muscles are, and leaner. For you, dog, that is strength. If you add more mass, you will never sort this out. There's no way to. It's impossible. The only way to do this is to slow everything down. However you can. I told you 102 degrees hot water immersion, at least 15 to 30 minutes for you right now, daily. And I get that if the tubs there are so disgusting, you know, I don't even want to fucking hear about that shit. But does the fucking YMCA exist anymore? Is that a fucking thing? I don't know if it is. If it is there one near you? Do they have a fucking hot tub? I mean, that's not optimal because, you know, other motherfuckers are in there too. But, you know, seriously, clean your fucking tub. I can tell you what to use to strip it down to the metal if you want. But 102 degree immersion, full body immersion. Remember, your giant cranium is up here rocking its own little clouds. And there's a fucking birds flying around and shit. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Right? Alright. Anyway. I'm about, oh, hot water. That's where I was going with that. Hot water immersion, number 1. To get all of this shit. To calm the fuck down daily, dog. Not once a month. Okay? This has to be a daily. I mean, it doesn't. You can rock this stuff however you want to. For me, I've been to every kind of therapy, treatment, doctor, non-MD doctor, chiropractor, whatever. What's my train of thought when I got on those fucking transits? Oh yeah, I keep getting off track on hot water therapy, dude. It's nothing hits your body like that. Nothing. And a sauna cannot even come close. There's moisture, right? They put moisture, they keep throwing water on the fucking stones to put moisture in the air. You're sweating your balls off. but it doesn't go like this. So what it's doing is going hot, 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 hot. I'm hot here, hot, 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 hot. Fucking hot water immersion, dog. Your whole fucking body goes, oh. Right? It's the only thing I found that can do that. Fucking heating pads won't do that. At least not for me. Anyway, moving on. You really need to look into that for you, dog. See if that's helpful to you. And then, once we get this stuff to keep calming down on the regular for you, then we'll really be able to get a good, better look excuse me, of your underlying bone or muscle structure. So you remember, most of the stuff you see on the outside is posterior and anterior muscles, right? Interiors, you know, the little flexors and you know, those motherfuckers. You don't even see that shit. So, not skinny. I don't mean that, dude. So, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. I don't mean that. You actually are about the weight I think we want you to be. Just by eye. You can talk to me about that later, how much you actually weigh and how you feel about it. But really, you look slim down, which is really, really good. Just please don't build any more mass. We want to build these guys. And in order to do that, we got to get all these guys to calm the fuck down every day for as long as humanly possible. So when we got the hot tub done, I started out with like 15 minutes in there a day would be it, and then I'd be like, okay, I think my body's adjusted to the temperature, so that's about as good as it's gonna get. And now, this is strong, lean, long muscle for our abdomen, for the big dog. Now, shit, this morning, man, I think it was close to a fucking hour. I've had a rough couple of days, did a lot of yard work last week. If you could call it my broken shit that. Alright. Long and lean. Strong. That's what we want for you, big dog. And that's gonna, the relaxation and the stretching, go back to the stretching video if you need to, big dog, but I think you picked up on that pretty quick. Gravity's doing this to us. Right. So get your ass on the ground. Go whomp with your superstructure curled up underneath you like this, motherfucker, and tell your spine to kiss dick. Because you got gravity under control. The more you can relax, and critically, when I say stretch, what I mean for you is very gently open your chest. I'm not talking about this. How can I do this? Oh, here, I can't do it with that. Alright, so here's your here's your side view, curvature right, so back, chest. So it's, you know, that upper spine, dog, is rocking pretty hard curve. But you are a 3D object, right? So it's not just that way. The dreaded letter C, which we'll talk about, and can you even see that shit? Holy shit, am I holding that shit up? What a fucking asshole. Alright, dog. Fuck it. Your spine's doing this, but it's not just doing that. Your chest, the front of you, is doing this in conjunction with that. Your shoulders are wrapping around a ball. You look at your front view picture and your side view picture, and look at the 360, take it into conjunction into your mind, right? This is what your upper body's doing. It's protecting you, dog. It's wrapping itself around your worst 1 or 2 injuries, and I suspect that's where your kyphosis is, around T9-ish, T7-ish, plus your fucking lumbar. But right now, your lumbar is like rocking, fucking $6 million man. So, it's your thoracic man that's really responding, right? It's trying, your back can't, it can't do that backwards, right? If this is your back, it can't go, oh, cool. It doesn't function that way, so it can only collapse. Can you fucking suck at this shit? It can only collapse inward in a frontal direction. It can't, it's your back. Do that. It doesn't do that. So, what we're going to do, though, big dog, is we're going to gently and slowly do lots of relaxation, including your ointment. You should be using that daily also, apart from the hydro heat. Now, any good apothecarist, or what I call my mixologists, would tell you, whoa, actually, if you put that shit on right after you get out of the hot tub and draft really, really good, your pores are all open, right? That shit'll get in better. That's all true. But if you're going to use it sparingly, which I believe both you and Hall will, because it's probably going to be expensive, particularly in your area. And that's a way to absorb as much of it as possible, as fast as possible. But in my book, you just blew 2 wads all at once, right? So use the hydro heat when things need to calm the fuck down right now, and then save your ointment for a little later, because later on, even if you get a lot of things will calm down for you. This shit's, like we talked about earlier, some of this shit's going to be here forever because it's now part of your structure, but it's pliable. These are muscles. Most of this is connecting tissue, muscles, ligaments, tendons. So it's, not hard like a table. All right, I think that's it, right? Big time. Yeah, anyway. So this shit's going to start hurting hours after you do hydro heat. So save your ointment for a second shot at the pain, like a cannonball shot. Get that ointment on there and be liberal, particularly for you around T9, T7, T4, because all that shit's hurting you right here. So fucking juicy, baby, okay? Juicy. And rub it in slowly. Picture your hand, or in this case, your significant other's hand, or whomever's helping you out. In my case, the only reason I said that is when I was at work. I couldn't do this for myself, and I couldn't ask the little mama to come to work for me, and I sure as fuck wasn't going to ask anyone I worked with. But we did have a doctor's office downstairs with an awesome nurse who was so gracious enough to help me out with that from time to time when I needed. She would apply either a pain relief ointment, or I had patches, large sheet patches that would cover like a quarter of your back at a time. And she would stick them on me before I'd go into a big meeting. She was super awesome. Okay, I think, yeah. So I'm gonna wrap it there, dog, because I'm babbling. So we will talk again. I find this shit talking takes fucking energy, so it will be another day, but I will we'll do your read together. If we can see it on the screen, then we'll do it right on there. So until then, peace.